Hi guys, welcome. Today we are gonna kit up Coco's custom painting. And if you haven't seen a picture of her painting, you can go back to my last video and I did kind of a quick tour and I showed the picture that we had done. So if you're interested in doing that, please go and do that. I want to welcome back all my subscribers. Hello, hello. Thank you for supporting me. And if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this kit real quick. As you can see, I have this large container and it just has the little locks on the side. And what I did, she has 37 colors, but she has a lot of 310s. So I did this, these are Harbor Freight containers because I really like them. And I went ahead and put 37 in here. And I put a piece of styrofoam to kind of hold everything in. And then, oh, it's hard to see. And then I've just got trays and tweezers. These will be different, but I've just got these on the other side. So it's kind of a tight fit, but it does fit. So I might cut this down a little bit so that it's narrower to allow more room for my tools. So I'm getting really close to finishing Plague Doctor. So that's why I'm getting ready to kit up. That's why I'm kitting up Coco's drills. Now this is a square. I think I've mentioned this before, but it is a square painting. And it is double-sided tape, which is making me nervous. I've just never worked with double-sided tape or with, oh my goodness, these are all, okay, this will be fun. And you know what? I don't have her legend because it doesn't matter. I can put these in and then I can put them in order when I'm done. So we've got a lot of different colors in here. I'm actually really surprised because the picture that I did of her just seemed like it wasn't, there wasn't a lot of colors, and I was really concerned about that. And I've heard from people that you can't really see the image of the picture as much on double-sided tape when you first look at it. You kind of have to just go forward and do it. And I just wanted to show you real quick the 310s. So this is the 310s, and I'm just, yeah, there's a lot. So instead of kitting any of these up right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in my mesh bag, and I will come back to kitting up the 310s. So I'm not even gonna bother wasting your guys' time trying to go through these because they're clearly not in any type of order whatsoever. This kit is from Paint with Diamonds, and they have excellent customer service so far. I have no complaints whatsoever. So I'm literally just gonna take these. They're not gonna be in any order to start with. I hope that that doesn't like make anybody crazy. It's making me crazy because I like things to be kind of perfect. And so this is really gonna bother me until I'm done and I can put them all in order. So this is gonna be 413, and I'm hoping that these labels fit. I haven't even tested these, so, oh yeah, they fit. You guys know I do DMC numbers, so that's what we're gonna be doing is DMCs. So we've got 413. I'm gonna actually, where can I put this? Where you guys can still, you can kind of see it right there. That's fine. So how are you guys doing? Today is Tuesday for me. Funny fact, I thought that it was Wednesday. I thought it was Wednesday all day. It's 2 o'clock. And the only thing that reminded me that it was Tuesday was because I had to take medication and I have it in a container. Okay, I'm just putting it back. Like I said, I will go ahead and redo it to where it is in order. So 413, what's our next one? We have 451, that's not too far off. 451, I'm sorry if you hear my washing machine going. I'm actually sitting almost, well, not directly below my laundry room, but almost. I'm in my kitchen again, my trusty kitchen. So, yeah, let me know what you're doing today. Probably working, huh? A lot of people at work today. It really rained yesterday, and I was so thankful because it's been really dry here. We really needed a good rain, and boy, did we get it. I had to run outside and move the girls from the pen that they were in because, like I said in one of my other videos, we had moved them into a temporary pen. Okay, 517. We had moved them into a temporary pen, and they were just like getting soaked because it's been so nice. So we haven't had to really deal with that, but we did yesterday. Today it's a lot nicer. It's supposed to rain a little bit later, but I don't know. It's looking like it's gonna be pretty sunny. So you never can tell when you look at the weather app, you know, what it's gonna do. Always surprises ya. But it's just right outside. It's like 70 degrees. So I'm a 70 degrees type of gal. For sure. Okay, 924. Oh, these are so out of order, but that's okay. I have to keep telling myself that's okay. Actually, you know what I should do? Here's what I'm gonna do, because this is ridiculous. Let's separate the drills out. Can we do that? Are you guys okay with me doing that? Let's separate them out, because this really is gonna bother me. I just can't deal, people. So let's put them in piles of 100, 200. I'm gonna stop doing this right now. I'm gonna push this out of the way, and we're gonna make piles. So 100, 600, 338, 159, or sorry, that was 823. What did I say? Oh, 800. Okay, 159, 73, 99. Can you guys see this here? 934. This goes over here. These are the 800s. Oh my goodness, look at this. This must be that color that I told you guys that there was only 4 drills in it. 415. How far over can I go? Okay, I'll just have to come down below. 414. Wait a minute. Oh, that's 413. Okay. Let's see. 3032. Look at this pretty color. It's really gorgeous. 3685. Okay, right there. 3033. Right after that one. 453. 452. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's another bag of 310s. No flipping way. Okay, and there is a bag that is open that has drills flying around in here. So let me see if I can find what bag that is. Hopefully it was the 310s because it's a dark color. So let me just search. I've got these 2 bags. Let me see, 3371, 3371. Right here. 3790. Right there. 3787. A lot of 37s. 3787. I should have done this in the first place, huh? You guys were probably screaming at me, Rainy, there's a better way. Do it this way. Thank you for screaming that at me if you did, because I heard you. Okay, 30, 21. Yeah, there's a couple of drills in here. I don't know, I don't see a bag so far. 900s, okay, 932. There's a lot of colors in here. 3743. 3743. Not like, I mean, a lot of different colors. I was really worried because, oh my gosh, if you guys saw this canvas, my heart just like dropped when I saw it, because it just looks like nothing. It looks like nothing. I'm not kidding. Okay, let's bring the threes down here since, where did my labels all go? Where did they all go? Oh, they're, jeez, they're right in front of me. 3860, okay. Can you guys still see? Yeah, okay. 3782. 3787. 3743. Okay, so right here, a lot of 37s. I still don't see a bag that's leaking. Oh, 3768. 3768. Let's see. Okay. 840. I have some funny stories about Coco that I'm gonna, okay, these are the 900s, so I'm gonna start them down here, and these are the 300s that I'm starting on here, so you guys can see them. 647, right after that. Hopefully those are just random drills from like the packaging. 779, I don't have a 779, or a 700 yet, and I don't have a 500. 3866. Oh yes, 3866. Ooh, you guys, pretty pink, huh? 819. 819. Well, my washer's on spin cycle. Can hear it. 939, 930. Okay, is this the bag? No, there's no bags that are leaking. 3031. Right behind 3032. Oh, there's a lot of drills in this bag. I see some trash. Boy, just no drills in here. Okay, 3011, that's back here. What do we have? 169. Okay, we can put that in there. And the last one, 762. And I don't have one for 700s, so we'll do this. Or yes, I do, right here. Okay, there, that is much better. I will deal with these extra drills when I'm done. They will go in my trash jar. I would like to thank somebody who was so kind and commented in my last video. I wanted to know, let's see, 159, which jar people liked better that I was using for my trash jar. And somebody did comment, and they actually picked the jar that I liked the best. So I'm thankful for that. And I found a cork top for it. So now there's a cute little cork top, because I like things to look cute when I'm diamond painting. Like, I like things to be super organized in the space that I'm working on, but I also want it to look aesthetically pleasing. So I want like cute stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you guys like that? Do you want, like, you know, you just want your stuff to look neat and tidy and cute. Okay, so it's gonna be really hard for me to bring this back. I don't want to mush these up, but 159. Okay, we are now going in order. I'm just gonna put these right here until we get to these numbers like that. No, I'm not opening you up. Okay, next one is 169. So yeah, we got a custom image done of Coco, and I'm sure you guys have seen her by now, especially in my last video. She was in my last video, both physically and in form of a photo. But I have a couple of like scary stories with her and a couple of cute stories. So I want to back up first. So I am 53 years old, and when I was 22 years old, okay, what is next? We're in the 300s. Yes, we don't have any 200s, so we're on 371. Let me just write these out. 371, 372. Okay, that's good. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. When I was 22, actually, I'm sorry, I got married when I was 22. When I was 24, we bought our first house. And of course, those were back in the good old days when people could afford homes on regular salaries, right? So we bought this house, and it was a starter house. I mean, it was a split level, and it had so many problems. I mean, like, it needed a new roof. All of the carpet had to be pulled out. It was a lot. I'm getting to the story. So, and it was only 940 square feet, the whole house. So it was very, very tiny, but it was perfect for the two of us. And so I got into toy fox terriers. I don't know if you guys know that breed of dog. They are not common at all. Maybe they're more common today. I don't know, but at the time they were not common. They were not even accepted into the AKC yet. They were in the UKC, which was, I can't even remember what that was, what the U stood for. Okay, now I'm gonna skip this one. This is gonna be the last one. So I'm going to go to this one next, and we are in the 400s. Okay, so we have, and I have to remember about this one. Oh, okay, so 413 is next. Okay, then we have 414. So I got into toy fox terriers. We didn't have kids. We had this house, and don't come for me, but because this gets better, this story gets better, so just stick with me. I started to show my dogs, and I became the secretary of the Washington State Toy Fox Terrier Club eventually, and I was showing my dogs, and then I started getting into breeding dogs. I know, hold on, I redeemed myself. And you know, I would show them and everything, and I got all of my dogs to Grand Champions, and it was just the best thing ever. I started doing a newsletter for the club, and yeah, it was really fun. And then I realized, this was probably 2 years into it, I realized, you know what? Because what I had is, if I sold a puppy, I had a contract that said that they could bring the dog back to me at any point in time if they didn't want the dog, to not release them to the shelter. So if no questions asked, if they had a problem, if something was going on, if they moved, if they had a baby, you wouldn't believe the excuses people have to get rid of their dogs, which is so sad, because I am such a dog lover. I had a contract that said that you could bring the dog back. I also did boarding, so if you went on vacation and needed your dog to be boarded, I would do that for free. So I felt like I was a really responsible breeder, if there is such a thing. So anyway, I had brought these topics up to my fellow breeders, my fellow Toy Fox Terrier people who had always, in my opinion, been very helpful, very straightforward, you know, good people. Okay, I have to pay attention. This one's 451, so 451, 452. Okay, We're getting this, people. 4:53. And so what I told them that I was doing this. I said, you know, I think that all of us collectively as a community should have contracts that state that we take these dogs back. And nobody was interested. Nobody. I could not convince. They were like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not doing that. And this is when I realized, like, these people just literally did not care about the dogs. Like, they literally did not care. At least the people that I was dealing with. If you're a dog breeder, hey, all better for you. I just hope that you're being a responsible dog breeder. I really do. Just think about it. Okay, 5:17 is next because then I have 5:43. Yes, okay. So I decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And not only am I done, but I'm gonna start rescuing toy fox terriers. So I contacted an organization called Seattle Purebred Dog Rescue, SPDR. And I don't know if they're still around. And the reason why they did purebreds is it was just easier to have like somebody who knew about German Shepherds, somebody who knew about Beagles, somebody who knew, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, the dogs weren't all purebred, trust me, because I rescued so many that were not at all purebred, which was fine. That wasn't the point of it. The point was to rescue dogs. Okay, we are in the 600s now, so we're going to start with 645. I'm gonna write all the 600s down. So 645. Then we have, wait, what the heck? No, where did I get 645 from? It's 617. Okay, these got messed up. It's 647. 647. Am I going to be able to read that? I'll just put the 7 right there. 647. So I started getting into rescuing them, and I became the toy fox terrier breed representative for the entire state of Washington, which meant that if any shelter got a toy fox terrier in their shelter in the entire state, that they would contact me and I would come and get the dog. I would take care of the dog as far as like if they needed medications. The shelter sometimes had, oh, there's my washing machine telling me my clothes are clean. Sometimes they would need, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm talking too much and I'm not paying attention. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Why did I write 617? Oh, because it's, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm looking at the wrong number. Okay, I hope I didn't do that. No, I didn't. I see what I did. Okay. Okay, I see what I did. And so shelters were calling me. I was rescuing dogs. Sometimes they would have kennel cough and I would have to quarantine them in, we had a garage, but I had an entire setup in there that was really, really nice. Like it was heated and it was just really nice. It was like made for dog kennels and stuff like that. And so I would rescue the dogs. I would get their medication, take them to the vet, you know, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, I really had a nice time doing that. And then we decided to have kids, and that kind of became something that I couldn't do anymore. We kept the dogs that we had, of course, still. And yeah, so that's kind of my story with rescuing toy fox terriers. Now, years later, after my kids were grown, I missed having dogs and I got into pit bulls. Long story. First of all, they're terriers. Toy fox terriers are a lot alike. They are very, very strong-willed dogs. you need to really know how to handle a terrier, especially a pit bull. And so I got into pit bulls. And again, I rescued one from our local shelter, and I just absolutely fell in love with her. And of course, what did I do? I started rescuing pit bulls because I got into the pit bull community, and I realized that pit bulls are one of the #1 dogs that are put into shelters, that people relinquish their dogs to shelters. And so I felt horrible, and I really got into pit bulls. If you're ever curious about my Instagram, it's not mine that I use anymore, but it's called Cure Your Fear Here. And in between each word is an underscore. So cure underscore your underscore fear underscore here. And you'll see all of my, you know, what I was doing. 762. Yeah. Okay. What I was doing, and I was educating the public and all of that kind of stuff. Now, I never got with an organization per se for, oh, actually, yes, I did. I got back with Seattle Purebred Dog Rescue. I'm sorry, I did. But at the time, they were not dealing with Staffordshire Terriers. They wanted nothing to do with pit bulls. However, they did need a slot for somebody. So basically, this was so weird, you guys. Basically, they were like, you can be the Staffordshire Terrier representative, but you can't rescue any dogs. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So I'm like, what? So basically, I was just an information person for people. Okay, I am on 800s now. So these second numbers are confusing me. The ones that say how many are in the bag are confusing me, and I keep looking at that number. Okay, 819. And so it was just weird. So like I would get phone calls, and basically what I could do was people would call me and they would say, hey, we have a Staffordshire Terrier. And I would be like, okay, well, I will write you down on a list, but I cannot recommend this dog. You know, it was bizarre. It's like, why even bother? And so I kind of got out of that because I was just like, there's nothing I was doing. So I just got into the educational part of it, and I decided to start a Instagram page with my dog Nala, who is a pit bull. And I thought this will be great. I can educate people about pit bulls. And so I rescued another pit bull. Her name was Callie. Sadly, both Nala and Callie passed away from cancer within about 2 years of each other. It was really horrible, horrible, horrible. And we rescued another pit bull. And I saved him from a home. We named him Blue, and we got him back up to health. He was in horrible condition. He had diarrhea. He couldn't keep any food down. It was absolutely horrible. So we rescued him. We found him a really good home. This was just all on my own because like nobody was supporting the cause, literally. And, so, and then finally we rescued another pit bull that, that we kept for ourselves from a local shelter, and we named her Pig. Really cute name. But yeah, so they don't have a very good record of, Pig was older, and she again had cancer. So yeah, but we had a really good time with her. We have lots of pictures, and we had a good time with her. Okay, now to get to Coco. Long-winded, but now to get to Coco. So I want you to keep in mind that from 1994 until 2018, I had been rescuing dogs on and off. So I think this might make up for it. Don't come for me. Please don't come for me. I decided to purchase a dog. Never done that before. Never. Not once. And I purchased Coco. I found this lady just on Craigslist, and I really wanted a Chihuahua really bad. I was going through, you guys, I was literally going through hell. literally. I've kind of mentioned the fact that I have mental disorder and I have major anxiety, I have PTSD, and I also have something else. And again, I'm too new to this to really want to put it out there, but I was just going through something really, really traumatic. And so I decided to get a Chihuahua. I just wanted a lap dog. I wanted a dog to sit in my lap like all day. And I read up on Chihuahuas. People were like, oh, they're horrible dogs. And, you know, they only latch onto one person and they're not good to have in your home because they don't like the other person in your home, blah, blah, blah. Well, that has not been true whatsoever. So I got her. She was 8 weeks old and she was born in May of 2019. And so I got her when she was 8 weeks old. So that would have been June, July-ish of 2019, right before the you-know-what hit us. And she was the size of my hand. My son, when I brought her home, my son was drinking a Monster, an energy drink. She was tinier than the energy drink. It was the cutest thing ever. The only thing I was worried about was like her getting hurt by us, like us stepping on her or, you know, something like that. Okay, and there's a 902 and a 930 and a 939. That's okay. We will rearrange them. I keep looking at the other number. 902, 930, and 939. So she slept next to our bed in a crate when it was nighttime, but I would get up every 2 hours. I set my alarm, like whether she had to go potty or not, I would get up every 2 hours and take her potty. And so she got into the routine. You guys, she's only peed in the house one time and it was my fault. And that's it. She is like, I'm not kidding you, the most intuitive, special dog. She knows when I'm having a hard day. She knows, oh, I don't want to cry. She's just everything. She's literally saved my life. Well, I didn't even put these in order anyway. You guys, what the heck? Boy, I'm having a hard time today, aren't I? So anyway, okay, we used to have beehives out front. We had 2 beehives. I was a beehive. I was a beekeeper. And so one morning I was taking her out potty. She was just a little baby. She was probably at this time 3 months old. And bees, if they can't make it back to the hive in time before nightfall, they will just land somewhere and wait until they're warm enough the next day to go back to the hive. True story. So she went to go potty, and you know how female dogs get down to go potty. There was a honeybee on the ground, literally right where she went to the bathroom. And when I brought her back in, she was like scurrying around, like scurrying and scurrying and scurrying around. And I was like, what is she doing? You know, and I'm like, Coco, Coco. And she started screaming. And I, for the life of me, I could not figure out what it was. But luckily she kept looking at, you know, where this bee was, obviously. And so she got stung. It was so sad. And I was worried that she was, you know, because I don't know, is she going to have a reaction to the bee? I didn't know. So why does this seem like there's so many more colors than what they said on the... You guys, 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. There's more than 7 colors. What? Okay. All right. I am thoroughly confused right now. It says she has 37 colors. This is way more than 37 colors. I mean, I'm fine with that, but I was prepared, like all kitted up and everything for or not all kitted up, but all prepared for it to be that way. So she got stung. I felt horrible. I was scared that like maybe she would have a bad reaction. She didn't, and she was okay. She was red for a little bit, but she was okay. So that was one little incident, and poor girl. So another incident was my fault. I felt like the worst dog owner in the entire world. So I've had dogs, like I said, my entire life, even when I was a kid. Labradors, yeah, mostly Labradors. But so I should know better. Although even the vet and the emergency clinic was like, no, this happens all the time. So I was eating lunch and I was having grapes. Some of you probably know where this is going now that I said that. And I was on the phone with my husband and I'm sitting there and I'm giving her, I always give her little things that I have on my plate. So I gave her 3 grapes. And I'm telling my husband, I'm like, oh, she's so cute. Look at her. She's eating. We were FaceTiming. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. She's having a grape. He goes, aren't grapes poisonous to dogs? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I think grapes are poisonous to dogs. They're like super toxic. And I'm like, what? I've never heard that before. So I immediately Googled it. And they're like, you know how Google is? Take your vet or take your dog immediately to the nearest emergency room. They could die. I started bawling my eyes out. I called the vet. They're like, you need to call poison control immediately. So I called poison control and they're like, okay, how much does she weigh? Because she's a big Chihuahua. I know she's mixed with something else. She has to be. She's just huge. She's 15 pounds. But I get Chihuahuas can be that big. Okay, 30, 33. And 33.50. And I'm like, she had 3 grapes. And they're like, and they were on the fence about whether or not I should bring her in or not. But they were like, you know what, just to be safe, take her to the nearest emergency vet. So I call them and they're like, this was during the cough. And they're like, yeah, you can bring her down, find a place in the parking lot, tell us what number you're in when you get here. And there's a 5-hour wait. Okay, not a problem, not for my baby. I'm going to do it. So my husband got home and because he left work immediately. We're those types of dog parents. Like, there's no way. This is not happening on our watch. And so I get to the clinic and we are in the car for 5 hours. I called them as soon as I got there. They're like, sorry, this is, emergency vet clinics are just like this, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to get this out. Do you know I'm talking about you? Do you remember this traumatic experience that you had? Okay, 33. You guys, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Okay, 33.71. I don't have enough labels. And I'm going to have to get more of these. But you guys don't mind, do you? Everybody makes mistakes. Okay. I'm really confused though, because unless my mouth's off. So we waited for 5 hours. She got taken in and they're like, okay, it's going to be like, then they were like, it's going to be a couple more hours. So at this time, we had not had any dinner. It's like, I have to put this in the bag. It's the 33.71. There's too many. Let me make sure this is closed. And it's not. I'm glad I checked it. Oh my gosh. Should I have shaken it that bad? No. You guys. Okay, that's all right. I can clean this up. I'm a mess today. What is going on? I slept good and everything. Maybe I had too much coffee. I think I had too much coffee. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So they're like, it's going to be a couple more hours. You guys should like go and get something to eat or whatever. So we're like, okay. And I did not want to leave her there, but we left. So now it's like 11 o'clock at night. and we are so tired, and we've been there for, well, we were there for 5.5 hours. Then they're like, go get something to eat. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. It's closed. Okay. We're gonna, you know, go get something to eat. There was nothing open in the area that we were at, like nothing. There was nothing, you guys. There was a QFC and it was closing in like 5 minutes. So we're running through QFC, trying to find something to eat. We ended up just running to the deli and they had like some sandwiches and stuff when we grabbed that. And we go back to the vet and we're sitting in the parking lot. Okay, I wrote it on something that's not a label. Oh, I'm doing good. 36.85, 37.43, 37.68. Is this a label? Yeah, 37.82. So we get back and we're like almost falling asleep, and it's like now it's getting into like 1 o'clock in the morning, and they're keeping us up to date. It wasn't like they just left us. Like they were calling me, they were keeping me up to date. Okay, we're giving her an IV. Okay, we're inducing vomiting. You know, they were trying to see if they could get the grapes out and all this kind of stuff. Oh, let me just say, before any of this happened, I gave her hydrogen peroxide, which you're supposed to do. I used to work at a vet clinic. You're supposed to give them, you know, hydrogen peroxide and like 5 milliliters. And it induces vomiting. I did that immediately to see if I could get the grapes out. And I swear, I followed her around the yard. No, nothing. She was vomiting, but I didn't see any grapes. So they induced vomiting. They gave her an IV because they induced vomiting. So they wanted to have her, you know, hydrated and stuff like that. And so this is so weird. Luckily, I have more of these, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fit them all. There's no way I can fit them all in this container. Okay, 37.68. No grapes. So they're like, well, she's made it this far. They're like, if you notice anything, you know, disturbing or, you know, whatever, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning by this time, you guys, you know, just come back, let us know. Okay. Will you guys please excuse me as I go get more labels and containers? I am so sorry, you guys. I'm right here. I am right here. I just need to grab some more. I'm so sorry. I did not intend to do this. Let me just grab some more labels. I'm so sorry. I promise I did not mean to do this. I feel so bad right now. I feel so bad. Okay, I'm coming back. Now that I can't find my scissors. Okay, so I needed this, and I need another Trader Joe's container. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. And so we were like, okay, you know, we'll watch for that. And so of course we're like super worried. And luckily I have some more of these. And I'm gonna have to use my stickers from Coco Dream, which I haven't kitted up yet. Okay, 37.82. So we came home and, you know, I'm like so stressed out. Oh, by the way, the bill, $2,800. Yep, $2,800 to sit in a parking lot for I don't know how long, and for her to get liquids and be induced vomiting. It was worth it. I didn't care. As long as she was okay, that's all we cared about. So, okay. we are down to the last bit here. Man, this is so weird. So you guys, this is like really weird. I know I keep saying that, but she only has 37 colors. So I'm like confused. I would have used a bigger system if I knew that this was going on. So anyway, she's outside. I'm walking around in the yard with her. She has to go potty. You know, I'm just making sure she's okay. Like, is she going to poop out grapes? Sorry, TMI. Or what? Like, where are they? No, you know what happened? When I induced her vomiting, she threw up all 3 of the grapes and I just missed it. I just missed it. So we could have avoided the entire situation, but we didn't care. We were like, we did the right thing, you know? You can't take chances. But yeah, I just didn't see the grapes. So those 3 grapes are the most expensive grapes I have ever bought in my entire life. $38.60. I'm just gonna write the few down. Yeah, so those are some kind of crazy stories from her. She's just a love bug. She is a great dog. She is the sweetest dog. She doesn't like anybody except for her family. And she did not bond to just me. She bonded to my husband. She bonded to my kids. But those are the only people that she will put up with. When we take her anywhere, she does not want to have anything to do with people. And I still, you know, I'm like, oh, she's shy, or oh, she's fearful of people. And I feel bad because she is such a sweet dog. And I feel bad that people have that impression of her. But you know what? She is who she is. And I haven't really come up with a really good way of telling people, please, like, no, don't, you know, she doesn't want to be petted, or, you know, I'm always like really concerned that somebody might accidentally reach out to her and she might bite them or something. And then that would not be good. So, yeah, and she's 4 years old now. And I just thought when I was doing the title for, or not the title, but the name for this channel, I thought, oh, diamond painting with Coco is perfect because she's always next to me. Go look at my other video, my last one. You can see her setup. She's right next to me, literally. She is right next to me in a chair up high so she can be at the same height that I am and be with me when I'm painting. Right now, she's on the couch waiting for me to be done because she has to have a lap. Trust me. You guys, this works out perfect. There's 2 more spaces and I have 2 more to do. Wow, I'm gonna have to go over and look at the legend again because this is, so how many did I, well, hold on. Let me not do 5 things at once like I normally do. You guys, I'm sorry. I tend to just be all over the place. Has to do with my illness. Unfortunately. Okay, 38.66. I like this color. And this is our last color. Wow. That didn't take too long, did it? You had story time in between? My stomach's growling, if you can hear that. I have not had anything to eat yet. Okay, look at this, fits perfect. Can you, this is crazy. Okay. So let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 45 colors. Am I on, like, what? Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I want to thank you for joining me and listening to my story. Look at this. Doesn't that look perfect? It's like perfect. And let's see, what am I planning on doing next? Oh, I have a Temu unboxing that I'm gonna do. That's gonna be a 3-part series because I purchased so many things. So I think I'm gonna do that in 3 parts, but in between, I will be doing whip and chats, um, and some more. I'll have to kit down Plague Doctor really soon because I only have 3 small sections left. Actually, they're more like this, 3 sections left of him to do. So, all right, you guys, guess where I'm going? To the Walmart parking lot to upload this video, as you've heard from my last videos. So thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.